it's not only because it's Shevchenko and he's a former teammate of yours, but we're all parents as well, so we all have children. Is that an extra added motivation because it is all about the children, it is about their education and about them being safe?
It's about them being safe, have the education and have a chance, although they live through the war, like we know in the past there were children living through war, but if you can give them the chance to go to school, to continue their education, once the situation is solved, then they can go back to normal life and not being far behind as everybody else around the world. So I think that's important too.
I mean, I've been turning around, we're on air, but I've been turning around watching the game. I see you score one of your prime ones into the far corner. Is there any other players out there that have still got it, or are they all very good?
Well, I don't know, thank you, but I'm still training with my friend because I love so much football. So that's why when they have a good opportunity to play a charity game, and especially this game tomorrow for Ukraine, Petr, he said education, and for me, it's very important education, because if you have a good education, you can put a good discipline. If you have a good discipline, you can respect the people. So that's why the most important tomorrow. Of course, I'm very Petr, very happy and glad to be here. But the most important, is to raise a lot of money for these people and for the new generation of Ukrainian.
Pete, I'm sure you would have played wherever this game would have been held, but the fact that it's at Stamford Bridge, where, listen, you're a legend of that football club, you've been there for many years, won everything there is to win while you was at Chelsea, that must be extra special, playing in front of them fans that absolutely love you.
Yes, and that's a special moment because it's been a while since I played last time at Stamford Bridge, so that I'm looking forward to walking on the pitch again and obviously to play some minutes in the game. But I would have played if it was anywhere. But as you said, this is an extra special moment for me personally, or for us players who used to play. For Chelsea and Claude, Jimmy and Gianfranco. So I think that's a good reason for obviously Chelsea fans to come. But I hope that every football fan will find a way to come to the game, because you have all the legends from other teams and top world teams. Not only from UK. So that's I think it's a feast for a football fan.
Yeah, I mean the Chelsea supporters may not be as fond of you, Robert.
I think they hate me, the Chelsea fans.
Yeah, I mean Emma Hayes, one manager, Arsene Wenger, the other manager. Are you looking to rekindle that relationship with Arsene Wenger?
Yes, because I used to play six seasons with Arsenal. I work every morning during 6 years with Arsene Wenger, and of course I learn a lot. I think I reached my best football, my best level with Arsenal. For me, it was an honor to play for this team, for the great team, one of the best maybe in UK. Of course, tomorrow we'll play at the Stamford Bridge, and I have a great memories about the derby, because when we play against Chelsea, it was very good, very intense.
Lot of victories for Arsenal,
yes. So that's why I have a great memories with Chelsea against Chelsea.
Bobby, I've got to ask you about Arsenal.
Yes,
good last season, very good. Close. They went to the Manchester City too strong. They win the league. But this season coming, do you expect Arsenal? They've made some good signings. Declan Rice, Kai Havertz from Chelsea. Do you expect Arsenal to be better this year?
I hope, and I wish, because you said they are very close to win the title. But I think Man City at the end, it was much better because it was like a machine. And Pep Guardiola, I think they have two teams, not for Arsenal. But you said, we signed Rice, Havertz. I think this guy, they have a good experience, good football. They know now the Premier League, so I think they can help Arsenal to try. I say to try to win the trophy at the end of the season. And I'm very happy because they will play again the Champions League the next month. So I think everything it's okay. Talk sometime with Mikel Arteta. He's very, of course, he's very happy and he's very confident. And always, I believe a lot on Arsenal.
I mean, we could ask you about Arsenal, Petr, but I'm going to concentrate on Chelsea with you. last season, one to forget, of course. We've asked a lot of the legends at Chelsea, the expectations, and everyone said the same, to push back at that top four. Do you go along with that?
Yeah, of course. I think they had a very good pre-season so far, so they will want to build on that. And as you said, the season last season, that's not really the standard of a Chelsea season. So they will want to push back into the top four, challenging and obviously getting back into the Champions League, challenging all the other teams. But I think this season, I hope that we will have strong Arsenal, we'll have strong City, strong United, strong Chelsea, strong Liverpool, because and Spurs and maybe Newcastle with Aston Villa pushing from behind, because then you would have a competition of 8 for those 4 spaces, and it will make it really interesting. Like last season, you had like a 2-horse in the end race, and that was obviously Arsenal with Man City, and I think for football fans it would be great if you have all these teams coming strong next season, and you will have a great competition for the whole season. And
for the Premier League, it's very important. If you have a lot of teams like this, and the competition is more open, so of course I think the favorite is since 2 or 3 years is Man City, but Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, or Man United. They have a good team.
I mean, if you look at Chelsea, they do, in my opinion, still look a little bit short. I know the transfer window is not closed just yet. Caicedo's being linked. But with Pochettino and his track record, do you think we'll see a lot more coming through the academy and the under-23s?
Well, I think it's hard to say for me what kind of strategy the club has. But regardless of this, when you come to Chelsea Football Club, the expectations are that you are challenging for the Champions League, you're challenging for trophies and for the title. So of course everybody will want to go that direction, and I don't think that you go into the season thinking, okay, let's not really think about this one, next one, or 3 years. No, I think when you are there, you know what's expected, what the fans expect, and as well what the history tells you about the club. So you should get back, and hopefully they will be able to do so.
Bobby, I got to ask you a quick question about Kylian Mbappe. I mean, one of the superstars, if not the best player in the world, having a bit of a difficult time, not sure what to do. How do you think this is going to end? Do you think he goes to Real Madrid? Does he stay at PSG? What do you think will happen?
I think for me, for him, the best decision is to go to Madrid, because now the situation with PSG is very difficult. They have a lot of troubles between two parts, Mbappe family and the club. So I hope for him, because he's one of the best players in the world, he will find the good solution for him, and of course for PSG, because they don't want to lose lot of money.
Of course.
So I repeat, the situation is very complicated in Paris. And when we talk about the player, for me the most important is to find the good solution. And I think, I repeat, for him the best is if he can go now to Madrid.
I agree.
Yeah.
talkSPORT Drive, super opinionated sporting debate, Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.